Hi, I'm Cyril. Today I'm just going to talk about the journey that brought me over to this country. When I was like a 6-month old, I was abandoned by my father, and it was all my mom at that point and my uncle who just gave me a place to stay and the education that I get, as well as, there was a family in North Wales, Annie and Graham, who just gave like every single month regularly towards my education. When I was very little, there was an organization called Guild of Service, which is a very equivalent of World Vision or a Compassion International. They came along my side till I went to college. And the reason why they would do something like that is because their mission is to help children like me who have no fathers. One of the things that is a dream of any Indian kid is to come to a country like the US. Right after I finished my school, my very first job was to come and work for a company called Bank of America in San Francisco. And that was a platform that was given to me because, not because anything that I earned myself to be there, but it's the grace of God. One of the things that any Indian guy will do when they come into this country is to buy a computer. And so I took a $1,500 bills, went to the store, and the guy on the counter said, like, who would bring a $1,500 bills? And so I said, okay, no problem. Hold on to my $1,400. Let me go get a change for the $100. When I came back up to the store, I found out that the shopkeeper guy who took my $1,400 is missing. And so I said, okay, no problem. And I'm walking in. And right at that moment, these guys that were standing near the counter pulled up their gun and said, face down. So didn't respect their gun, so they pushed me on the floor, tied my hands to the back and my legs together, dragged me into this dark room, and I see the sales guy who took my $1,400 tied up just like me. Right after the incident that happened in that computer store, I really wanted to go home. I didn't want to be here. And I was going into churches and I would see like the pastors talking about forgiveness. When I come out of the church, I would see like signs that says Jesus loves them, forgive them. Or, when I want to go listen to some music, it will be like a Matthew was singing. The hardest thing to say is forgiveness. And so to me, what was alarming for is like how God was so intentional in my life to throw me into a path that I've never been to. I really want to find, what is the real problem that these people are facing so we can go to the bottom of this issue. And so I started mining the data about the lives of inmates and the children. The epidemic this nation faces right now is not having fathers at home. And in order to address the crime, in order to bring the crime down in this nation, the policies and all kinds of programs that we do will not have any big impact unless the fathers take the role of their fatherhood seriously. They need to be brought back into the lives of these children in order for these children not going into prison, in order to break the cycle, in order to break the generational curse that is causing the children of inmates going into prison. Then we can impact not only their child, but also the children's children from going into prison. And so when I looked at this problem, what alarmed me the most is that 75% of the national crime that's committed in this country are done by high school dropouts. I didn't understand how can people not have education, because I come from a country where education is one of the key components. And so this whole idea of kids dropping out of school was very foreign to me. And so I went into the numbers even more deeper to find out that 6.6 million children are dropping out of school every single year without finishing high school, and out of which 1.6 million are ending up in prison. Our goal in Proverbs 226 is to save 1 million children from going into prison in the next 10 years. And all I'm asking you right now is to join hands with this mission